Watching my 16-month-old take her first steps at daycare was hard. Is daycare really raising my kids? Let's talk about it in 5 minutes or less on the 5-Minute Mama. I'm Elisa, your host, and on this episode, we're going to talk about the reality of letting daycare raise your kids. Now, when I mean daycare raising your kids, my child now spends so much of her day at daycare, so much of her week and her month, and it's really important for me to trust the daycare. The reality is nowadays, most households require a two-person income. And very lucky in Canada to get subsidized daycare. It is $22 a day and has really made my life a lot easier. I trust the daycare. I know they know what they're doing since my 4-year-old went there. But having that thought where I'm working on my career and I'm working around the clock too, not just 9 to 5, where someone else is getting to experience the first with my second baby, and this will be my last baby. So I am trying to soak up all that baby goodness on the weekend and for the hour that I pick her up later on. And I do think it's a necessary evil. If I didn't have the daycare, I wouldn't be able to go to work. I wouldn't be able to focus, and I wouldn't be able to try and grow my career. The utmost respect for daycare workers. They don't get paid enough. They need to get paid more. And I do love when my child comes home really happy. So that makes me feel so much better because there is that guilt where, oh my gosh, I've left her for too long. I drop her off at 7:30 in the morning and I pick her up at 5:30. That is a long, long day. When I pick her up, she's usually a little cranky, but for the most part, she's pretty happy. I can tell she's really enjoying herself by the pictures that I've been sent. But, leaving her for the day, I hesitate almost when I drop her off. Like, I just want to give her that last hug, but she's actually very, very settled in her daycare. And these people in her daycare have become her second family, including her friends, which is really important for kids to be socialized. Whoever you pick is really going to have to understand your child and have the experience to know about different milestones and different needs of each individual child. So am I guilty that I dropped my baby off for a very long time? Yes. How do I feel better about daycare guilt? I try and be as present as I can in the morning and the evening as much as I can to meet her needs and to kind of read books and be very engaging. And then on the weekend, spending a lot of that one-on-one time is really important. I actually don't make too many plans on the weekend. I really just focus on my baby and my 4-year-old in my house, in my home. And people might think, oh, you do nothing with your kids, but going on walks and just playing with our toys at home, especially in this economy, is something that makes me feel a little bit better about myself when I have concentrated time with the 2 little ones in my life. So all this to say, I want to know how you navigate the guilt of leaving your child in daycare, and if there's any tips and tricks you have that have made you feel better. This is the 5-Minute Mama. I would love for you to subscribe either on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube, or please follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'd love to continue the conversation about the guilt of childcare.